how did we get to America? You might think we've always been here. However, I am here to tell you the truth. Bordeaux, France, May 1620.
Christopher Jones, the captain of the ship called the Mayflower, was hired to take pilgrims to America.
Their goal was to get to northern Virginia.
Another ship, called the Speedwell, was supposed to accompany the Mayflower on its voyage. However, on its way to England to meet with the Mayflower, the Speedwell was leaking.
After spending a week getting patched up, the Speedwell and the Mayflower set sail on August 5th, 1620. After about a week, the Speedwell started to leak again. The ships went back to repair the Speedwell. They headed back out on August 12th. When the Speedwell leaked for the third time, the crew decided it was not fit for the journey. The ship sailed back to Plymouth, England to transfer the cargo and pilgrims onto the Mayflower. On September 6th, the Mayflower set sail to cross the Atlantic Ocean from Plymouth, England to America. There were 102 pilgrims and around 30 crew members on the ship. November 9th, 1620, Cape Cod was spotted from the Mayflower. This meant the first half of their journey was over. The Mayflower sailed on, heading south towards New York. However, starting in October, the ship encountered many strong storms. It was too dangerous to open the sails, forcing the Mayflower to drift wherever the wind took it. The crew decided to head back to Cape Cod. They turned back and headed north on November 11th, 1620. The Mayflower arrived back at Cape Cod. They anchored their ship at what is now called Provincetown Harbor. Before the pilgrims went on shore, 41 male passengers signed the Mayflower contract. This contract was an agreement to use a government that was chosen by votes and to follow the laws that were made by the people. Scouting groups were sent out to find a place to settle.
On December 10th, 1620, one group found a good place to stay.
Over here! This location was an abandoned site that used to belong to a group of Native Americans called Wampanoag. The pilgrims returned with the good news of finding a home. However, bad weather prevented the Mayflower from docking until December 18th, 1620.
Winter was approaching fast. Pilgrims struggled to build homes and shelters that would protect them from the winter.
Throughout the first winter in America, 45 pilgrims died. Their deaths were caused by scurvy, which is sickness caused by not having enough vitamin C, lack of shelter, and unclean, crammed conditions on the ship. From then on, the pilgrims worked to build their town and set up their new life in their new home called Plymouth Colony.